Hey there, everybody. This is Dreamsword or Stanley or Xerius or whatever the hell you want to call me because I have so many goddamn usernames. And I'm doing something a little bit new and different here. As some of you might know, Outlaw Star was recently released on Blu-ray by Funimation. And I bought the collection. Well, some friends of mine said I should share what's up with it. And so I figured, you know what? Sure, why not? So this is going to be kind of an unboxing / review video, and I'm going to be doing something else with it. But that said, though, my webcam is crap, and I don't have like an actual physical camera, so I'm just going to be showing you all this stuff via pictures, and you'll have to excuse the quality because I'm using my phone as my camera, and trying to do video recording with a phone while doing an unboxing video and whatnot. I don't know, it just seems like a hassle to me, so I'll just put visuals on screen for what I'm talking about. So, we'll see how this goes, and if people like it, I might do more. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. So, first up here, which you're going to see, is the outer box of the set. So, I actually really like the box. The box looks really cool. It looks like a piece of the ship, Very, very great design. That said, my issue with it, at least on this outer side here, is, as you can see, it comes with this slip that looks like what would be the back of a box, which makes me wonder, why didn't they just print all of this on the back of the box? Now, you might be thinking it might be due the way the box opens, which I'll show you in a second, but I don't know, I still feel like they could have done it, especially considering both sides of the box look exactly the same. So it's kind of hard to tell which one is the front after you've, removed the saran wrapping. So I'm not to mention I've gotten a couple box sets before and that they've done the slip thing, and I've never been a fan of that, and especially not for a box like this. So let's go ahead and open it up to see what's inside, and that is really fucking cool. I really like this presentation here. It opens up in half, as you'll see, and you've got a picture of Melfina there in the ship, and that's really cool. That is a really cool idea. I like that. Huge props to Funimation for that. So now when you take out the little cardboard picture of Melfina, right behind her is this art book. Now I'm not going to show you the inside of the art book, but basically it's just a bunch of concept art, background, screenshots, etc. Really cool stuff, really cool. And then after that, you've just got the DVDs, which I'll put up here. And the cover art's pretty nice. Simplistic, but nice. And there's actually something else to it that I'll show you later. But there's the front. So let's show off the back. The back is really plain. It just lists the episodes. And also some of the extras that you might be seeing down there. So, I don't know, that's kind of boring, but at least it's simple and to the point, I guess. So in case you're like, shit, what disc is episode, 5 on? I don't know, Obviously, the Blu-rays have more episodes. So, that's all there is to the box and opening it up and whatnot. But another thing I want to do, so that way this video wasn't literally just 2 seconds long, was I have another Outlaw Star DVD set, actually, an older one. This one from Bandai. It is the Perfect Collection box set with those fancy gold letters. You might have to forgive if you see a couple scuffs on the box. I've owned this box for years, and I have watched Outlaw Star multiple times. So it's gotten some use, but very simplistic design, but very cool too, I think. And no, before I even go into that, let's turn it on the side here. Yep, okay. You can see all 3 discs, or rather DVD sets, because I think there's 2 discs per case. Right there, volumes 1, 2, 3. So that's pretty cool, but I know anyone who buys these is going to order them online, so they know what they're getting. But something I wanted to bring up for both these boxes is, imagine you're at a store, like a DVD store, or like a Best Buy or something, and you're just like, screw it, I want to check out some new anime. So you're scrolling, and you see Outlaw Star, and the box looks kind of cool, but there's no artwork, there's no description. You flip it around, there's no description on that. So in that sense, yeah, technically the Funimation set wins, because, at least when it's wrapped up, it has that little description thing on the back. But still, I guess the point I'm trying to make is that it's not very consumer-friendly. This is definitely more of a collector deal, or for people who already know what Outlaw Star even is. And that's a shame. But going back into this, let's pull up the DVD artwork here for the Bandai collection. I actually like these cover arts a lot better, these three, than the Funimation ones, because they actually use art shots from the show and characters, fully colored and whatnot, and I think like they're a bit more attention grabbing personally. Again, talking as if it's coming from a store, not in a box, but so I thought, so that's pretty cool. But here's where things get weird. So flip them over and look at all that. You got a lot. This is attention grabbing, but the problem is it's also very cluttered. Like, I mean, look at all this text. You can find the episode listings on here, but it's like, where do you even start? You're not gonna know where they are right off the bat. So, in that sense, while there is more art to it and whatnot, and you can tell they tried to do a bit more of graphic design here, I'm still gonna kind of give the point to the Funimation set because, it is less cluttered, and it's very easy and simple to get the information you want. Plus, there is one thing that the Funimation DVD sets have that the Bandai one does not, and that is reversible artwork, which I will show you right now. And look at that, that's pretty cool. I actually like the reverse side artwork better than the default ones, and I'm also a sucker for reversible artwork, whether they come with games or DVDs or what have you. I just was always a fan of reversible art. So then, what about the disc cover? This is something that more goes towards Bandai in a way. So let's open the Bandai set real quick. Here you've got the general idea. It's just on each disc is a character outline with a yin-yang motif kind of going on for each disc, and anyone who's seen Outlaw Star knows that's a big thing. And I actually like that. That's really cool. And then as for the Funimation set, you just kind of have concept artwork from the art book, which, I mean, there's valid reason for that too. But I don't know, just in terms of thematics, I think Bandai did better there. But for overall into an artwork category, I mean, the very fact that the Funimation set comes with an art book, I think edges it out. But that's not to say the Bandai set does not have merit of its own. So the last point of comparison we're going to do for this is the contents of the DVD themselves, picture quality, what have you. I'm not going to actually show you any clips because I don't know if I can get in trouble for that, but I did take a couple screenshots. So let's look into the Funimation set first. You have this widescreen picture. It's very that's all it is, just a static picture, and it's also in widescreen, whereas the show is in 4:3. Personally, I think that's kind of jarring. And also it's kind of boring too, because like as soon as you pick the episode just plays. You don't get to do anything else. It's just play this episode and it'll keep playing and, all that stuff. As for DVD bonuses, both sets are basically the same. Really, the only thing the Funimation one has up on it is that it has some commercials that the Bandai one doesn't. But that said, in terms of commercials for other stuff, not just for Outlaw Star, Bandai kind of wins out in that category because you can actually choose what trailers for other stuff you want to see. Whereas in the Funimation side, it just kind of plays all their previews in one row. So, speaking of previewing, here's what it looks like for the episode select of the Bandai set. You have an animated picture of Melfina here. You can choose easily at any time, choose what episode you want to see, as well as what section of what episode you want to see. And it's just an overall more dynamic thing in general. It's really cool. Granted, in the Blu-ray for Outlaw Star, because I've been using Funimation DVD here, you can choose, it's not just a static image, you actually have a clip of a episode playing in the background as you surf around. But still, I feel like Bandai did it better here. DVD features is always nice. And that brings us, I guess, to the last point here is picture quality. Now, left is Bandai, right is Funimation. Now, obviously, when it comes to Blu-ray, you're going to make out all the details, all that. Well, it's going to be top quality, perfect stuff. But here, as you can notice, the Funimation one is a lot shinier. It's much more of a digital remastering type deal. Whereas, with the Bandai set, it very much looks like how the show looked like on TV. Whether you watch it on Adult Swim or Toonami or what have you. I don't know, it might just be nostalgia talking, but me personally, I prefer that. Because I feel like it fits the aesthetic of the show a bit better. That said, though, when it comes to Funimation. The brighter colors do definitely make it easier to make out certain details, like in this screenshot I'm showing you here. Jean's eyebrows, for instance. And in terms of the scene where I took the screenshot in general, you might be thinking, oh, well, clearly, he's outdoors, it's bright and sunny. Obviously should be brighter colors to signify that, right? Well, yes, but not really, because in this scene, they're also under a rooftop. Like, yeah, they're outside, but there's a roof above their head, so it would be casting a shadow over them, so the colors would darken a little bit, whereas Funimation one kind of implies that it's just, bam, sky's right above you. I don't know. Again, might just be nostalgia talking, but that's just me. I prefer the Bandai darker color quality here. But yeah, that said, that pretty much brings it up. I mean, overall, technically the Funimation set wins out because it's 2 points to 1, but I don't know. I feel like it's more of a personal preference type deal, and you can still find both of these the Perfect Collection box set that I have on Amazon. You can also find the Anime Legends collection on Amazon too for roughly the same price, and I don't have that one, so I have no idea how that holds up. But that said, look, whatever you choose, whatever you decide is the better one, just buy Outlaw Star, please. Outlaw Star is one of my all-time favorite anime. I definitely recommend it to pretty much anybody, especially if you're a fan of like sci-fi and fantasy and stuff like that. It's a very fun show that I hold very near and dear to my heart. And this was just a quick video to pay a little tribute to it, as well as, compare and contrast DVD sets, since I now own 2 because I'm insane and I wanted top quality Blu-ray for one of my favorites. What do you guys think? Be sure to tell me not only about, the DVD sets, which one you think wins out, but also tell me, how could I improve this, or what else could I have talked about, or if you have any questions, feel free to ask, or whatnot. So, with that said, this is Dream Sword, or Zach Hart, or whatever you know me by, and I will talk to you